Shelly Miscavige. Michelle Diane Miscavige Barnett, born January 18, 1961, is a member of the Church of Scientology, married to Scientology leader David Miscavige. She was last seen in public in August 2007. 303 missing wife of Church of Scientology leader David Miscavige. Since her withdrawal from public appearances, she has been the subject of speculation and inquiries regarding her whereabouts and well-being. In 2012, attorneys who said they represented her responded by saying she was merely living a private life devoted to the Church of Scientology. In August 2013, actress Leah Remini, a former Scientologist and vocal critic of the organization, filed a missing person report regarding Miscavige with the Los Angeles Police Department (LAPD). Within a few days of receiving the report, the LAPD stated that they located Miscavige, and further stated that she was not actually missing, so the case was closed. A further communication by an attorney representing the Church of Scientology in 2018 claimed that she continues to be a dedicated Sea Org member and is continuing to live a private life. Scientology career. Miscavige is a member of the Sea Org, the organization responsible for the international management of the Church of Scientology and its affiliated entities. From the age of 12, she was a member of the Commodore's Messenger Organization (CMO), the internal Sea Org group responsible for personally servicing Scientology founder L. Ron Hubbard aboard his flagship, MV Apollo. In the ERS, she was described as quiet, petite, and younger than most of the other messengers at the time, and a bit overshadowed by the older girls. 176 Jim Dinklesey, one of her shipmates, says that she was a sweet, innocent thing thrown into chaos. 176 at the age of 21. In December 1982, she married a fellow CMO member, 22-year-old David Miscavige. 176 She came to view Miscavige as the reincarnation of Simon Bulver and herself as his mistress Manuela Sens. 303 She subsequently joined her husband's group as the official assistant to her husband, the chairman of the board COB of Scientology's Religious Technology Center. According to author Lawrence Wright, she was closely involved in Scientology's liaison with its highest-profile member, Tom Cruise. 248 When Cruise began a 3-year relationship with Penelope Cruz, Miscavige supervised Cruz's auditing and helped her through Scientology's Purification Rundown program. 285 After the end of the Cruz relationship, Miscavige was reported to have led a Scientology program to find a new girlfriend for Tom Cruise. Around 100 young Scientologist actresses were interviewed, though they were not told why. 285 An actress named Nizan Bonidi was introduced to Cruise and dated him for a few months before he broke off the relationship in January 2005. 286-87 A search resumed, with more actresses invited to audition for what they thought was a role in a forthcoming Mission Impossible film, and eventually concluded with Katie Holmes meeting and marrying Cruise. 291 His attorney denies that any Scientology executive set him up with girlfriends. 290 Miscavige subsequently oversaw a project to use Scientology members and contractors to renovate Cruz's 9-bedroom mansion in Beverly Hills. Family and personal life. Shelly Miscavige's mother, Mary Florence Flo Fike Barnett, was a longtime Scientologist who later resigned, taking with her copies of confidential upper-level materials. She joined David Mayo's Advanced Ability Center, an independent Scientology organization considered heterodox by the Church of Scientology, according to testimony by former high-ranking church executive Vicki Asner. In fact, that David Miscavige was linked to her by familial ties was extremely repugnant to him and to his wife. On September 8, 1985, Flo Barnett was found dead at age 52 from a shot to the head from a Ruger rifle. The body also had 3 rifle shot wounds to the chest, 1 surface wound, 1 through a breast implant, and 1 that passed through the left lung and fractured a rib, and there were superficial slash marks on her wrists that were identified in the autopsy report as possibly having been a few days old. Despite the admittedly very unusual circumstances of multiple gunshot wounds and the unwieldy nature of the weapon, Her death was ruled as consistent with suicide. David Miscavige strongly denied any part in his mother-in-law's death in an affidavit on the case, calling it a personal tragedy in my family's life. However, in the presence of other witnesses, he was reported to exclaim that bitch got what she deserved. Mrs. Miscavige's father, Maurice Elliott Barnett, died in 2007. In popular culture, the Fox police sitcom television series Brooklyn Nine-Nine makes reference to Miscavige's alleged disappearance in its fifth season episode Nutriboom. The episode satirizes Scientology as a multi-level marketing company that produces amino acids and amino acid reducers, allegedly to improve their clients' health. Brooklyn Nine-Nine's parody of Miscavige, Debbie Stubblman, is found to be alive and well, having faked her own disappearance to allow her to run Nutriboom and escape the consequences of illegal activities. In the unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt episode Sliding Van Doors, the character Gretchen, who rose up in the ranks of a parody of Scientology named Cosmetology, repeatedly asserts that her husband Shelly is definitely leaving John Oliver's last week tonight. He included Where's Shelly in Spanish in the opening montage of the show for an entire season. In the final episode of Season 5, he did a piece that wrapped up his year-long secret advertising campaign for Scientology and demanded that they pay him $650,000, $700,000 for it. In his October 2021 segment on Taiwan, he joked about Miscavige's wife before asking, "Where's Shelly?" At the 80th Golden Globe Awards in January 2023. Host Jared Carmichael joked that since Tom Cruise had returned his 3 Golden Globe Awards the previous year, those trophies could be exchanged for the safe return of Shelly Miscavige.